Right now, your name is shining in heaven like gold. Angels have been sent with sealed scrolls that hold detailed instructions for your life. There is a judge in heaven where your case was heard, and the verdict is in your favor. Just a few days ago, I told you about a man, and you paid attention. But the man I tried to protect you from is almost done hurting you, and you will get hurt in the end if you don't follow my advice. I love you no matter what, my child. I am your Father in heaven. But the world you live in is bad, and no one loves you no matter what. Everyone has their own selfish wants, and they use you to get what they want. They mess with your feelings and won't think twice about hurting you if things don't move the way they planned. You did hear the warning I gave you, but you forgot to use it in your daily life. I can see the weight that has been on your heart, my child. You feel hurt because your trust was broken and scared about what might happen next. You feel like love should not hurt when you look around. Why does care have to come with pain so often? Now I tell you, the pain you felt was never meant to become who you are. It was only meant to wake you up. You were made for more than sadness. I have seen every tear that has come out of your eyes. It didn't go to waste. Each one planted a seed in your soul. New strength is growing from those seeds. You are changing, even if you can't see it yet. Storms that were meant to break you are making you stronger by making you stronger. Every moment of being alone is part of a bigger plan that you will understand in due course. The man who walks next to you is the one I told you not to trust. He has charm in his words. He smiles, but he's really hungry. He wants to take things that aren't his. You could feel it. You heard a small voice in your head say, "Be careful." You paid attention for a while, but the confusion came back, and you didn't believe the warning. I was still with you. I reach out to protect you right now, before the hurt gets worse. Please move away, my child. Someone who wants your peace does not deserve it. You don't have to stay where you're slowly going away. Soon, the truth about him will no longer be a secret. You will be able to see what's under his face when it falls off. You will finally understand why I told you to leave when you look. I don't want to punish you. That kind of pain would be even worse if I try to keep you from it. Do not fight what you see when the veil lifts. Trust it. Let the truth set you free. You want to know why the world has to hold these kinds of people, why people who only want to use kindness are drawn to it. My child, light always finds the lost and broken. Some people come to get warm, while others come to steal the flame. I tell you to keep your heart safe, but don't make it hard. With guards up, you can still love. A heart that is hardened forgets how. You were made to love deeply, but not to let that love break you. In the coming days, you will feel a pull between what you know and what I want you to do. Even if it hurts you, the familiar will tempt you because it makes you feel safe. But the way I show you will bring peace that doesn't depend on what other people think. You can walk with me even if you can't see the whole road. I can see what you can't, and I've already been where you're afraid to go. There will be nights when you wonder if you're strong enough. So, remember that strength is not the lack of weakness. Being strong is what keeps you standing when you feel like you might fall. You're not the only one who feels this way. The quiet voice inside you that tells you to keep going is me. If you don't feel anything and the silence seems heavy, that's not me being away. This is where I'm putting you back together again. Lies about yourself were told to you by people who didn't see your worth. They told you that you were hard to get along with, that you demanded too much, and that you should be happy with small acts of love. I tell you though, you never asked for too much. The people you asked were not the right ones. There is love out there for you, but it starts with me and flows to others. You will never settle for fake love again once you know how real love feels. The man who acts like he cares about you will go away like a ghost at dawn. Let him go without being angry. Do not try to get back at him or show him how valuable you are. His leaving will make room for healing. New people will come to that place. Souls that see your strength, not your flaws. They won't ask you to get smaller to make them feel better. They will be happy about how complete you are. If you trust me enough to let go of what hurts you, this is the future I have planned for you. Tests are going to be given. Some days, the painful memories will hint that maybe things weren't so bad in the past and that you could go back and fix things. Those hints are tricks. You can't change the past. That's the only way to use it. Moving forward, not going back, is how you find redemption. You break a chain every time you choose peace over memories. Your heart learns what freedom feels like every time you say, "No more." I know how lonely you feel. I know that the sound of nothing can sometimes be louder than any voice. You believe that maybe being hurt is better than being by yourself. But I tell you, being alone is only a pit for a short time. Abuse is like a jail. This valley won't stay empty forever. Life will feel light again after you get through this. One morning, you'll wake up to find that the pain has gone away, the fear has gone away, and the joy has quietly come back. That is what I will give you as a gift. I'm not some faraway God who watches from above. I am living inside you, directing you, and telling your heart the truth. It was me moving through you every time you showed love, forgiven, or chose to be kind instead of angry. I have never had doubts about you, but you have. I gave you strength that not even pain could take away. There will soon be a choice you have to make that will shape the next part of your life. It will look like one way is easy. It will offer ease of mind and quick relief. The other one might seem scary and lonely at first, but there is only one way to peace. Don't be afraid to take the path that has hope. I will meet you there with provisions you can't even picture. People have left, but I will send new people to walk with you. I will open new doors where you thought old ones were closed. This is not to make up for what you lost, but to show you what was meant to be for you all along. Bitterness can kill your beauty, so don't let it. It's possible to be so angry that you can't see what's still inside you. Don't forgive them because they deserve it. Forgive yourself because you deserve peace. To forgive someone does not mean to go back to them and hurt them again. In this case, it means getting away from them. You get your power back when you forgive. You say that what they did will no longer affect your story. Next time in your life will be calmer but stronger. I will rebuild you in silence. You'll learn to enjoy being by yourself and to find happiness in little things. You will find joy again that doesn't depend on what other people think. That's when your true voice will come back. You will write, sing, or create again. Whatever form your heart's expression takes, and it will carry the fragrance of healing. Those who doubted you will see the change and not understand how it happened. Some will try to return once they see your peace. You will feel compassion for them, but you will not go back. You will bless them from afar and keep walking. That is not cruelty. That is wisdom born of pain. Your compassion will remain, but your boundaries will be firm. You will love without losing yourself. Do not move forward until you hear my voice. For every choice made in haste, every trust given too quickly carries a consequence that can linger. I have allowed you to experience betrayal, so that you may learn the sacredness of your heart and the danger of giving it away too lightly. Do not despair, my child, for this is not a call to fear, it is a call to wisdom. The world is full of imperfect hearts, but the kingdom I have prepared is perfect and eternal. Place your hope there. Place your focus there. Do not let the brokenness of human hearts divert you from my kingdom. There is no betrayal, no pain, no disappointment, and no fleeting pleasure in the world that can compare to the joy, the peace, and the eternal love you will find in me. Every soul you meet is temporary, but my presence is forever. Every earthly relationship will one day fade, but the love of the kingdom endures. Build your life upon this foundation. Do not be shaken when man fails, for you have placed your heart in me, and I will never fail. My child, understand this. The kingdom is not a distant place. It is not something to hope for far in the future. The kingdom is present now in your heart when you seek me above all else, when you resist the allure of false trust, when you choose my guidance over human advice, when you fix your eyes on the eternal rather than the fleeting. You are dwelling in the kingdom. Every choice to honor me, to obey my guidance, to guard your heart, is a step deeper into the eternal. That this isn't simply another knock, but the final call before the hush, the last trumpet before the closure, the urgent word before the last chance slips away forever. When God says, "This is your last open door," He is not speaking as a harsh judge, but as a loving parent, telling you that delay would not be permitted anymore. That hesitancy will cost you more than you realize, that the time for excuses and procrastination has passed, and that if you disregard His voice today, you risk missing out on what generations have hoped for. You may lose the blessings that angels worked so hard to provide. You may lose the inheritance that heaven has reserved specifically for your name, because blessings do not vanish, but rather transfer. And if you refuse to step through your door, someone else will. And what was intended to be your testimony could become their miracle. Think carefully, for every open door in Scripture comes with a sense of urgency and significance. When Noah built the ark with the door open, the people derided, delayed, and ignored it, until the rain fell and the door was closed, never to be opened again. When Lot was pushed to leave Sodom, the angels cautioned him to evacuate quickly or face destruction. Nonetheless, he nearly died as a result of his reluctance. When Jesus summoned his disciples, they had only a second to cast their nets, abandon everything, and follow. For if they had delayed, history would have forgotten their names. So the Spirit is warning you that delay is fatal, and obedience is the only way to pass through this final open door. Beloved, heaven is testifying that you have been saved for such a moment as this, and that the agony you have borne, the betrayals you have suffered, the losses you have mourned, the nights you have cried into your pillow when no one sees, have all been used for divine purpose. And that every disappointment was a source of strength, every rejection was a redirection, and every closed door was merely God placing you for the last open door. The one that will not only change your life, but will also affect your children, family, generation, and those who will follow you. Hear me clearly. This is not an ordinary door. This is neither a modest opportunity nor a trivial blessing. This is the threshold to an entirely new level of purpose. This is the gateway to promises made long ago but delayed until now. This is the exact gate that separates the wilderness from the promised land, the valley from the hilltop, and the hidden years from the disclosed years. And passing through this door will reveal blessings so vast that your mind and heart will be unable to contain the deluge of splendor that is about to descend on your life. But let me warn you in a serious tone. The enemy knows what awaits you, and he is releasing every distraction, discouragement, and whisper of doubt to hinder you from passing through. Because the opponent understands that once you go through this door, his hold on your life, his chains of fear, his cycles of poverty, his falsehoods of inadequacy, and his webs of delay will be permanently broken. And he knows he can't stop the door from opening, so his only hope is to prevent you from entering. This is why, even as you hear these words, thoughts may arise in your head telling you that this message is not for you, that it is exaggerated, that it is emotional manipulation, and that you have heard it before. And yet, your spirit is stirring because you know deep down that this is not a human voice, but the echo of eternity, reminding you that God is speaking directly to you, that this moment is divine, and that rejecting this word would be the most perilous decision of your life. The angels have been keeping track of how hard you've been working, how you just won't quit, and how you keep the faith even when things seem totally hopeless. You've been going through a time of divine preparation, not divine punishment. What seemed like a delay was really just some development happening. What seemed like rejection was really just a change in direction. What felt like silence was really God getting you ready for something amazing, something you needed to be strong enough to handle. Every closed door was there to shield you from something that could have held back your destiny. Every disappointment is shaping your character for the incredible glory that's coming your way. So, let me share what the enemy has been keeping from you. While you were hanging out, heaven was busy at work. As you were praying, things were being set up for you. While you thought your blessing was being built, remember that the delay isn't a denial. The quiet wasn't about being left behind. It seems like everything was coming together just right, setting you up to really step into your purpose. Heaven is opening up right now. I spot this stunning white horse, and on it is someone who's all about being faithful and true. His eyes are like flames, searching your heart and shining a light on every hidden truth. He's got a lot of crowns on his head because he rules over every part of your life. His robe is stained with blood, but it's not a sign of defeat. It's a mark of victory. Just a little reminder that the fight for your breakthrough has already been won. The heavenly armies are trailing right behind him. Wearing beautiful white linen, they're not here to scare you. They're here to bring justice, to give back what's been taken, and to make sure every promise in your life comes true. Hey, do you sense that spiritual vibe changing around you at this moment? Do you feel the presence of the Almighty around you while you take in these words? Get ready to see Revelation chapter 19 come to life in your own experience. The King of Kings and Lord of Lords is coming into your situation with some amazing supernatural power. He's on his way to take a stand against your foes and battle everything that's been getting in the way of your destiny. His sword's really sharp. His sense of justice is spot on. He's definitely going to win. The forces that are up against you are shaking in their boots at this moment. The whispers of doubt about your future are finally being quieted down. Those folks who've been scheming against your success are about to watch their plans blow up in their faces. The systems that have been set up to hold you back are about to be taken apart by something greater. In the next 72 hours, you're going to notice the first hint of this heavenly invasion. It could be a phone call that really shifts your path. And, you never know, it could be a surprise check in the mail. It could be a kind of healing in your body that doctors just can't put their finger on. It could be a door opening that totally took you by surprise. It could be a relationship that's coming back together, something that once felt like it couldn't be fixed. But that's only the start of what heaven has in store. By the time this month wraps up, you're going to have a breakthrough that's so amazing, you might just find yourself on your knees, feeling incredibly grateful. The blessing that's on its way is going to go beyond just what you need. It's going to spill over into all parts of your life. You'll have what you need to cover your bills, to support your family, to contribute to God's kingdom, and to save for future generations. So, whether it's an unexpected inheritance, some good luck with creditors, or just a little miracle from above, it looks like that heavy financial weight that's been dragging you down is about to be totally lifted. The worry of figuring out how to make ends meet is about to turn into a story of how God always takes care of his kids. You're about to experience 7 years of amazing favor in your life. Over the next couple of years and a month, you'll find yourself moving with a unique kind of grace. Some doors are going to open that really should stay shut. Some folks will agree when they really should decline. You'll find opportunities popping up that you never even thought to chase after. You'll find that resources come your way from places you didn't see coming. It seems like some divine connections are being set up just the way they're meant to be. You're going to meet some people soon who can help you reach your next level. Get ready, because mentors who can really share their wisdom and help you unlock your potential are on the way to finding you. You're about to find out who your partners are that will help you fulfill your calling. In just a week, you're going to meet someone who's going to completely change the course of your life. There's a healing energy moving through your body at this very moment. As you take in these words, just know that any illness that's been bothering your health is being tackled right at the cellular level. The pain you've been dealing with is being washed away by something truly powerful. Any weakness that's been holding you back is now being filled with divine energy. Did you know that cancer cells are actually dying in your body right now? People are experiencing reversals of diabetes through the power of God. It seems like high blood pressure is getting a bit of a boost from some divine help. It's like depression is being lifted by this amazing joy from above. Supernatural peace is taking the place of anxiety. People are finding relief from chronic pain through the healing touch of Jesus, but the enemy isn't going to give up without putting up a fight. He has an idea of what's coming up in your life. He's pulling out all the stops to put a stop to it. He's planning to have some folks come and say some not so great things about your life this week. He's going to set things up in a way that makes you question what you heard today. He's going to plant ideas in your head to make you believe this was just a case of wishful thinking. The person who's been standing in the way of your good fortune realizes their time is running out. Someone who's been talking behind your back is about to be revealed. The team that's been set to mess with your destiny is getting ready to move on to a different spot. Your family's long-standing curse is on the verge of being lifted for good. What they intended for harm, God is using for good at this very moment. Their weapons are turning against them in their own lives. The trap they laid out for you has turned into their own downfall. The things they've been saying about you are starting to come out as just made-up stories. They're working hard to rebuild the reputation they tried to tarnish, and it's coming back even stronger. Your life is currently surrounded by a hedge of fire. There are angels with flaming swords keeping watch over your family. No weapon made to harm you will succeed. Every tongue that speaks against you in judgment is being condemned by heaven. You're completely safe from any enemy plans. Nothing can touch you when it comes to dark forces, and you're on an unstoppable path to your amazing destiny. Just make sure to follow heaven's instructions to the letter. In the next 24 hours, there are 4 key things you need to do to bring to life everything that's been said about your future today. These aren't just ideas from a person, they're like rules straight from above. Your breakthrough really hinges on how well you follow these divine requirements. Please go ahead and say these words out loud right now. Don't just keep those thoughts in your head. Say them out loud with confidence and conviction. I've been picked by the highest power for an amazing breakthrough. I'm embracing every blessing that's been set for my life today. I'm turning away from all the lies out there and welcoming the truths from above. I'm done waiting, and now it's time to start receiving. No weapon formed against me will succeed, and I'm confident I'll fulfill my divine purpose in Jesus' name. Next, make sure to get rid of any negative influences around you within the next day. It's a good idea to unfollow those who keep sharing negativity and doubt on social media. Get rid of things in your home that remind you of your past life. Let's build a space where we can truly feel God's presence and hear His voice loud and clear. Take a walk with an open heart and a strong spirit. It feels like the heavens are alive with sound and the angels are celebrating. You can almost hear the Almighty's voice ringing out with undeniable power, saying, "This is your last open door." Take a step in, and you'll find yourself changed forever. When God says, "This is your last open door," it's not about scaring you, it's about waking you up. It's not about judging you, it's about helping you get back on track. The Lord never closes a door without giving us the grace to find the right one to walk through. You're reading or hearing this message right now because heaven has brought this moment into your life. It's a reminder that while opportunities in this world can come and go, like shadows fading at sunset, the open door God is placing before you is everlasting. When you take that step, you're stepping into a new life that's yours to keep. No one can take it away from you. But here's the reality, my dear. A lot of folks tend to put things off. People often say, "I'll pick God tomorrow. I'll think about it later. I'll make changes when I feel ready." But hey, tomorrow isn't guaranteed. Delay is like the enemy's best tool to hold you back from reaching your destiny. Every moment spent outside of God's will is a moment taken away from your eternal reward. This last open door isn't just another chance, you know. It's like a divine lifeline that's been offered to you. It's like a father extending his hand one last time, saying, "Come on, my child, before it's too late." Jesus talks about doors in the scripture, saying, "I am the door. If someone comes in through me, they'll find salvation." This is the heart of the message for you today. Salvation, restoration, healing, and peace are all found when you walk through him. Every other door you might try, whether it's the door to wealth, fame, or some kind of earthly security, will eventually fall apart, leaving you feeling empty. But you know, the door that is Christ really is the only one that leads to everlasting life. The one door that lets light shine into the dark. The one door that no devil, no enemy, and no person can ever close on you. So, child of God, the message is pretty clear. Go ahead and step through this open door right now. Don't let fear, doubt, or the distractions of this temporary world hold you back. Right behind that door is the blessing you've been longing for. Right behind that door is the healing you've been hoping for. When you step through that door, you'll find the chance to restore your family, break free from your chains, fulfill your destiny, and most importantly, feel the everlasting embrace of a Savior who gave everything for you, ensuring that you're never left out.